Look at that. I sit down at the desk right as the sun is coming up. In New World Aeternum. Welcome to Nighthaven. It is 5 o'clock in the morning my time. Have a house full of sickies. I'll probably get something. We'll see. It is time for New World Transcend. I am going to go do side quests this morning, though, because holy crap, these time trials are really hard. And kicked my ass yesterday. So we're going to go focus on side content this morning and just work on leveling up, getting gear, continuing to explore the zone. Because my goodness, I got smacked around so much last night with werebears and stuff. I need to get better gear. 100% need to get better gear. I still have yet to find out, excuse me, where like the storage is and everything for this zone. What's up, loot? Yeah, there's definitely a pretty gnarly challenge rating to everything. For sure. But goddamn if this zone isn't just incredibly beautiful. What's up, Liv? What's up, Machine? Thanks for the follow over on Kick, Simply Us. Appreciate it. I wonder if this is only a nighttime quest or something. I don't think we're over there yet. There he is. I was like, wait a second.
Too many graves in Nighthaven. Too many. It's glorious. But my arms are gonna drop off. I can't keep digging. I must keep digging.
If it hurts, you should stop.
That's what the graves want me to do, but I see their game. Oh, how I see their game. In the past, they tried to snub me. Ever been to Brightwood?
What's up, JK?
Those are some cold-shouldered graves. Never acknowledged me.
Alright, don't care. I really don't care. If you had better voiceovers, I would care. Just give me the quest. Oh, this is level 70. I might not be able to do this. These don't feel that bad. That's not as bad as I thought it was. I don't know. Your mom said she liked this helm. All right. Let's see here. Grave dirt. It's because we've got cool moms. Yeah, the music is so chill here. It reminds me of some of like the Elder Scrolls music a little bit. Does your mom play? Your mom played the trombone last night. Your mom likes the skin flute. All right. This is a nice chill quest this morning, man. Yesterday, I felt like everything was so breakneck paced. We were only doing main quest, and plus you're dealing with all of the people who were rushing yesterday. Launch day. It's nice to be like off in a graveyard where there's only like 2 or 3 other people. Just chillax, man. This does make me wish I had my crafting maxed out though, because There's a lot of stuff I could have crafted for myself that probably would have helped with the survival elements. Um, oh, I really do need to set up my autoresponders, don't I? Alright. Wait, oh, somebody's shooting. That shot hurt. Holy crap. He took like half my health with one shot. Dude, his axes just like exploded on me. That was cool. Oh, shit, 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 shit. Back spawn, back spawn. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to notice that, dog soldier. I was like the only person stopping to like look at the scenery. Most people just are beelining it from point A to point B on their mini map, and so they don't stop to pay attention. Man, I gotta find some more grave dirt around here. Those have been a little trickier to find because they're not actually marked on the map. I have to look for blue. I don't see any over here. Hang on, was that a memory? I wonder if they're being cleared out by other players and that's why I'm not seeing them. That could be the case. Like, cause this looks like it, well, that might have been one of the graves too, one of the actual boxes. Home, says I. There's a spider boss soon, which drops a new OP bow. Drop rate is decent. There's gonna be a bunch of randos farming it. Okay. Yeah, the devs specifically told everybody not to rush, and they did it anyway. It's very true, man. I loved how they said that. Like, I had to pause my reaction video and be like, look, even the devs are telling you, don't rush. Take your time, and people still are like, waypoint. Alright, I am not finding any of these, like, things to dig up for grave dirt. I think it's these little areas, but I haven't seen any since those first two that I dug up, or three. I think I got 2 or 3. It's got to be because there's other players running around here, and they're only spawning per player. That's the only thing I can think of. Because I'm running big old circles around here and I'm not finding jack squat a titty. Hang on though, it was showing me some. Well, I think it's just the whole graveyard. Can I go in any of these doors, maybe? No. I wonder if you can click on any of these tombstones, maybe. None of these doors are interactable. None of these are interactable. I want some of those exploding axes. Those are freaking awesome, man. Well, I am officially at a loss. Somebody had a birthday? Happy birthday. Well, I don't know what to do here other than maybe go away and come back later. I don't just want to run around in circles and kill zombies. It would be great if these guys dropped dirt, but they do not. What do you mean retreating? Come here, bitch. Yeah, I don't see blue dirt anywhere, man. Man! Let's go stand up here and just look. Oh, I guess if I stand up on top of that, they don't like that. There's a sound effect going off somewhere around here, and I want to know why. Graphics are a big part of it for me. Oh shit, he shot me off my fucking mount. Bitch. Oh, I see some dirt. I see some dirt. Did I get it? Please tell me I got it. He tried to PvP me. Haha, fuck you, buddy. I don't feel bad at all. I don't feel bad at all. Oh, I totally don't feel bad. But run around for 20 minutes. It's my dirt. I love how he tried to attack me. He was like, no. I don't have PvP turned on. Alright, I'm gonna probably get my ass kicked in here, because if there's a boss in here, it's gonna be like level 70, and I'm not. Show me a good time like always, says Heinrich. All you gotta do is talk to your mom. She'll tell you what a good time she had last night. Oh! That's right, we're gonna do mom jokes all morning today. Won't be the first. It's not the last, sorry. Wasn't the first. It's not gonna be the last. Your mom loves the hip shot too, dog. Every, everybody gets a turn at the mom. Everybody gets a turn at the mom tap today. Ah. Oh man, if you can't make yourself laugh, what's life worth living? That's right. You know who else had a good time? My mom. That's right. Let her know I left the money on the dresser on my way out, in case she didn't find it last night.
Is it done? Tell me how it went. Were they very nice graves? Are they eager for my return? Are any of them like, seeing any other gravediggers?
I found fancy coins.
Oh, how I envy you! You've taken the first of many steps into the wonderful world of victimless crime. Adventure.
Thanks. How about this map?
Let me see. Oh, who are these? They are the Builder King's secret catacombs. The graves would never divulge these to me, but they told you? Jealousy. Keep your shovel. Mine is better, and I will.
I got a pumpkin.
Need to burrow
Probably
through
food.
a couple hills to get where this is pointing. Wait, which side is north?
That's right. That's how you know Ren is old, because nobody leaves money on the dresser anymore. They use Cash App or Venmo. Oh, shit. Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Ooh, a light chest. Oh, yeah, I'll definitely. That's a big upgrade, and it's light. Oh, it looks cool, too. All right, we're going to salvage that. Did we DC? We're going to find out here in a second. There we go. Alright, that hat is too much for this particular breastplate, so we need to change the skin. Or so I've heard. I've heard. Let's do the creepy eyes for a while. Alright. 'Twas a side quest, she said. There's another one up here. For called the inn. Oh, I put the controller down and oh my goodness. My tripod's pushing the controller buttons. Here, let's put that up on the desk so that doesn't happen again. Got a mind of its own. I haven't tried the catacombs yet. Simper says, will I be face stomped in the newer area as a newly level 65? Not face stomped, but you're definitely gonna face a difficulty challenge. I mean, it's not easy mode. Even the story stuff is, like, the werebeasts are no joke, man. And those trials are fucking hard. Oh, I missed a note yesterday. Song of Three Kings. Ah! I found the housing! Really? It's just a room? I want to buy an actual house, man.
Mind your navel gazing, acolyte.
Oh, this is a
Lest you trip over
faction
your
quest.
ego on the way out.
Do I really care about faction quest right now? Not really, but it's XP. I don't really care about those. I wasn't looking for that anyway. I'm looking for that over there. How do I find that? It's downstairs and out. Yeah, that's a good way to say it. You're not gonna get stomped, but it's also not easy mode. Like, it's if you just leveled up to 65 and you went through the normal story. I don't know if you recall facing Isabella as an example. Isabella is a very hard fight. Every one of the soul trials is a really hard fight. You're going to be facing stuff like that pretty regularly because all the content is based on being challenging like that. So the soul trials in particular are kind of gnarly.
Ah, you there. Spare a moment if you would, please.
What's up, Doc?
Something is wrong with the Bellard. More than an airborne contagion. I sent poor Ejnor to Madmore Furrow. Brilliant boy, brittle mind. If the soil whispered, he may have listened too closely.
What is Madmore Furrow? A grove to the south of here. Alright. I had to go say good morning to my grandniece. She gave me a kiss, but she did it right on the ear, and she did the lip smack, and my ear is ringing right now. She's super excited. She's not even awake yet, but Auntie Chris made her that paper hat I was showing on the stream last night. She's got an event at school today. So she's got a little hat with all sorts of like fruit on it and stuff. Stay tuned to the, well, I'll have more information up soon, but definitely on the Homestead channel. So we have been actively looking at properties past couple of months. I mean, I've been mentioning this in passing for those of you who've been hanging out all the time. We've been looking at investment properties over the past couple of months. Little pieces of farmland outside of the city and in the surrounding countryside. I'm pretty sure we found one yesterday that we're going to buy. They went and looked at it while I was streaming yesterday, and then they got back after I wrapped up the... It was actually, I had finished my morning routine. It was about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 2:30 or something like that, and I was starting to prep the afternoon session, and they got home, and they were showing me videos, and then my sister-in-law was like, well, do you want to go see it? And I was like, well, I mean, if you're not tired, let's go. But she's sick, and she's a trooper, and she was like, oh, I don't care, just give me a pill. So she took a flu medicine pill and took us back out there so that I could look at the property. Got eaten alive by mosquitoes, but oh, gotta get away from these guys. What is this? Light crag. Are there mobs in there? Dude, that looks like a big, nasty, angry something in there. I found 4,000 acres in Mount Glacier National Park on my lottery list. Yeah, I'm not buying 4,000 acres. I am buying it's a small plot of farmland. Yeah, I'm not sticking around to read that. Let's get the fuck out. But, something moved to the tree line but left no track. The dogs wouldn't follow. But if that goes through, which it may, Chris is the one handling all of that, so I'm just kind of sitting back and they let me know. And once all of that is taken care of, I will let you guys know, and then we'll go like record a video of the property and take a peek at things. It's not something to develop at the moment. We're buying it to sit on it, and if we want to in 4 or 5 years, we might do something with it. Otherwise, it'll just be, rather than having money just sitting there. It's never, I hate the idea of having money in the bank. Money in the bank doesn't do you any good. It does the bank a bunch of good. Never just stick your money in the bank. Land is one of the best investments you can make. Dude, if somebody just came through here and I'm about to get ganked by a werebear. Well, I can't tell you what other people might grow on it. I also probably can't tell you what I might grow on it. Let's just say it's stuff for my personal consumption. But it's uncleared land, which I love. Oh, wire fiber. I can't even harvest this. It's undeveloped, which is great. So it hasn't been cleared. There's probably 20 or 30 trees, like big trees. It's forest, so. Yes, lettuce. It's a type of lettuce. It's a type of salad. It's fresh and green and rolls up nicely. And what is that? Is that like honey? Something. I have 0 Q. You can watch my stream this morning. I literally have 0 queues on my server. Yesterday the queues were about 90 seconds on my server. Like 150. Nope, not the boulder. The herbs. Yesterday and last night when I was playing my streams, you can go watch my streams. My queue times were 90 seconds at most. 150, 175 people. This morning I had no queue time. Best part about being me, no queue times. Why does that say 0 skinning? My skinning is definitely 250. I'm on the El Dorado server, which is the West. I think it's the only crossplay West Coast server. Fucking deer, he missed. Every shot missed. You lucky bastard. Tell us you haven't been paying attention without telling us you haven't been paying attention, Cosmic Dean. Like a new DLC just dropped yesterday. Every game in the world, whether it's a live service game, whether it's Guild Wars 1, 2, EverQuest 1 or 2, World of Warcraft, Lord of the Rings Online, Star Wars: New Republic, and when a live service game has a DLC that drops, there's always a massive influx of players, returning players, new players. There's always server issues and queues on launch days. Every single time. We've been playing online games since the mid-90s. It's always like this. It'll die off in a few days, just like it does for every
You
other
tracked
game
down
in the
his
history of live
journals,
service
you
games.
say?
But yes,
I'll have
there
to
is a
look
DLC.
through these. The boy may yet be alive. You have my thanks.
Are you sure you don't want some Xanax, sir, to go along with this quest delivery? Alright. I keep incrementally getting a slightly better flat bow as I level up. It's hilarious. Alright. That's how I'm gonna. So, what's your point? So I gotta ask this. So Cosmic Dean said there were 50 plus servers at the start. Now there are only 3 servers yet. What's your point? It's almost like you sound like you've never played a live service game before. So here's the reality of live service games. We're gonna do an educational TED Talk this morning. There is something called the rate of attrition when it comes to live service games, or any game for that matter. Single player games have rate of attrition as well. When a game first comes out, there's a huge surge of people to go play the game. It's new, it's fresh, it's exciting, it's something we haven't seen before. So everybody flocks to it and plays it. And then you get about 3 weeks in, 4 weeks in, 5 weeks in, 6 weeks in. People go away. People do other shit. We have Hulu, Netflix, HBO Plus, Paramount Plus, thousands of other games to play, right? So in the first 3 to 6 weeks of a game, everybody goes in, plays all the content that there is to see, and then they move away and play other things. No one says a peep when something like, say, Jedi Fallen Order comes out. 150,000 people go play the game on day 1, and then by day 7, there's 90,000 people playing. And by day 75, there's 10,000 people playing. That's because people played what there is to see, beat the content, moved on to play other things. It's not that fucking difficult, right? It's a rate of attrition. People play the game, do the things, move on because they're done with the things that there were to see. Live service games are no different. People go play, they see, they move on. Right, ESO started with 9, they have 3 now. World of Warcraft started with however many. EverQuest 1, EverQuest 2, Star Wars: Old Republic, Lord of the Rings Online, etc., 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 etc. Right? That's how the rate of attrition works. People see, they do, they move on. They see, they do. In another game, they move on. They see, they do. They see, they do. They see, they do. They see, they do. And they move on every time they're done. That's a normal cycle. The percentage of people who play live service games on a regular basis is about 5 to 7% are the amount of total out of your total sales. It's 5 to 7%. How do I know that? Because I've actually built, produced, designed, developed, and launched an MMORPG, unlike the vast majority of couch surfing couch developers who are like, but they started with 50 servers and now they only have 3. The game is failing. Look at the Steam numbers. So, a normal rate of long-term success for any MMO or live service game is 5 to 7% of your total sales are going to be the people who stick with the game and play it, and nothing but. That's why you still have people playing EverQuest 1 after 25 plus years, because there's that 5 to 7% of people who will still stick around and play the game. There's about 60% of a game's player base who will buy the game, play the game, move on, and then come back when there's a DLC, which is what's happening right now with New World. There's a huge influx of new people who are playing the game. They will go away in 3 to 6 weeks once they have finished the content. I am one of these people. I play this game as a single-player RPG. There's a new content drop, I'm going to play it until I beat it, and then I'm off to do other shit. We've got Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 in about a week. I've got Outer Worlds 2 later this month. I've got Karn next month. I've got a ton of games that I play. This is the day job. I play 5 to 8 games every single month. I play a game, I beat it, and I move on to the next thing. It's not that difficult to comprehend. So I will always push back on people who make stupid comments like, but the game had this many people at launch and now it only has this many people. Duh. That's called attrition. So anyway, by the way, 60% or so buy, play, come back for DLCs. 5 to 7% stick around long term. And then you have that 25 to 30% who buy a game, play it, and then say, you know what, it's not for me. And they move on and they never come back. And again, those numbers are, generally speaking, statistical norms. There are exceptions to that rule, but generally speaking, that is the number of people. And that's not just for live service games, that's for pretty much every single game out there. Again, there are unicorn exceptions, but unicorn exceptions do not set the standard for the rest of the industry. So, that's your TED Talk on player attrition this morning, and why all of you who keep talking about, but the game had this many servers at launch and now it only has this many, need to shut the fuck up and go back to school. Player attrition. We're at 50 minutes in, and we already had to answer a really stupid conversation this morning. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. We're watching right now. If you're watching on YouTube, this is after the fact, but we're live on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and Kick, so you can watch wherever you want. I'm live every single day at the same time. We're about an hour into the stream this morning. We've still got a few hours to go. I'm on my second cup of coffee. I'm sure we'll answer more stupid questions as we get deeper into this morning. I look forward to it. It's how I make a living, because I get to cut stuff like this out and put it up on YouTube, where I make lots of ad revenue. And then I can farm it out on TikTok and Instagram Reels. Yeah, Dog Soldier. Like, if you love a game, Lou is mentioning Star Wars: Old Republic, 15-year-old game. I play it off and on. I'm the same way. Lord of the Rings Online, Star Wars: Old Republic. I have played those games since launch. I do not play those games every single day. I dip in and out once every 18 months or so. I play those games. I'll come in and I'll sub up for about 60 days and I'll beat all the content that I haven't seen and then I move on to do other things. Dune Awakening, I played at launch, went away for a couple of months. They had a story drop. I went back. It was like 3 days of streaming, cleared the story content. I'm off to other things. Like this is, I'll probably get 25, 30 hours out of the story content that dropped for this DLC, and then I'll move on to other things. It's not rocket science. And honestly, you know, um, it really is one of those issues with just armchair developers who come over from Reddit and think that because their favorite big streamer told them that look at the stream numbers, and it's like stream numbers don't mean shit, bitch. And until you've worked in the industry, you you need to actually go work in the industry to understand these things. We've talked about this before. Like, if you're not a dentist, you don't know jack shit about dentistry, and you lose the right to say anything about dentistry because you're not a dentist. If you're not an astrophysicist, you lose the right to talk about what NASA does. Like, you can't speak with like expertise about, well, those Steam page numbers are dropping on the NASA projection list because people aren't watching the Mars rover and well, if you're not working in astrophysics and you're not in that space and you're not an astro engineer, like, you have no authority to speak on those things. So shut the fuck up. Play your games. That's it. Nah, there's nothing you can do, Brandon. Like, um, any game, because there's so much shit that comes out. So Brandon asked a very good question. Actually, we can have this be part of the conversation. I won't actually stop the video at that point. We'll keep going, and I'll clip this out a little bit longer than I'd planned to. So Brandon over on TikTok asked a really good question around. He said, "Is there anything a dev can do to keep their player base long term more than the 5 to 7%?" Not that I have seen in all the years of live service games, because the reality is everybody in their everybody that plays games, we play lots of games, right? So every single month there are hundreds of games that release if you count GOG, Epic, Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, mobile. If you're talking all of these different places where games release, there's a lot of games coming out every month. On top of which, you have things like Netflix, Hulu, HBO, Paramount, like all the streaming services. So there's lots of stuff going on in the world which can take us away from games. I don't know a single person in the world who literally plays games and only games, and that's the only thing they do is plays live service games. Like, everybody has lots of things they do. People watch TV shows, people go to the movies with their family. I think maybe 25 years ago, at the very beginning of the life cycle of MMOs, there weren't options, and so it was a little bit more normal to see a player base become heavily invested in something and stick with that thing for a prolonged period of time, because we didn't have anything else. So think back to the early days of Ultima Online or EverQuest 1, Star Wars Galaxies in the mid to late 90s. We didn't have streaming, we didn't have social media. By the way, that's another thing. Social media, people get distracted on social media as well. So we didn't have all of those things capturing our attention as well. So there's not really anything a developer can do. The only thing you can do is make a game, put as much love and attention and care as you can into the content, and then put it out there to the world. And if you're very lucky, you will have a massive amount of interest at the get-go, and your initial sales will be high enough that 5 to 7% who stick with you long term are enough to allow you to do really cool things. Even World of Warcraft, which to this day is one of the biggest selling MMORPGs of all time, has gone from, at their peak, right? At their peak, they had 12 million players paying monthly subscriptions at their peak. And that's out of 100,000 sales. So they had a 12% rate of players, right? 12% of the people who purchased the game were paying monthly subscriptions on a regular basis to play the game. That's about the highest we've ever seen for any title, is 12% of your player base is continuing to play continually. And even those over time, World of Warcraft does not maintain 12 million players anymore. They maintain arguably 6 to 8 million between World of Warcraft and World of Warcraft Classic, based on the numbers that I'm aware of. So even they have dropped into that 5 to 7% bracket after many years of that game being out. So, I mean, as human beings, I don't think any of us ever want to do just one thing. We want to do lots of different things. We want to experience lots of different movies, lots of different TV shows, lots of different books, lots of different music bands, lots of different games. Like, we all want to experience lots and lots of things. JK says people get bored, games get old, it's not a bad thing. No, it's just normal life cycle. Like, if you eat spaghetti every single day, you're going to get tired of spaghetti. You're going to want to go have a salad, a steak, some breadsticks. You're going to want, a hamburger, a cheeseburger. You're want to go get Taco Bell maybe. I don't know, whatever it is that you like to eat. Like, there are things, people want variety. They say variety is the spice of life. Like, that's, you know, Heinrich says the other thing too is players above age 40 tend to stop playing fast-paced games. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Red Dead Redemption 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Dune, New World Aeternum. Lots of different moms. Well, I can tell you, well, I've seen a few over the last couple of days. There's nothing you can do. Like I said, even the big, like what's a game like Valheim, right? Because Valheim is kind of like a crossbreed between single player and multiplayer, right? What was its peak? So Valheim's peak was 500,000 players, was its all-time peak. And its current 24-hour peak is 35,000. So let me go do some, I'm pulling up my calculator real quick. Let's see, 500,000 times, 10% would be 50,000. So let's just go for, let's say, I can't do math off the top of my head. Let's do 7%. Yeah, so Valheim, 500,000 players at its peak. Its 24-hour peak right now is 35,000, which is 7%. So that right there is the perfect example of what I'm talking about. That is a normal attrition rate. Valheim was a game that had universal praise, by the way, I'm only looking at Steam charts. I don't know what it's like on, because I believe that's also available on like Xbox, maybe even I think it's coming to PlayStation. So Steam charts are not the only measure of a game's success, but even Valheim, as an example, started off with 500,000 players, peaking on Steam, and then has now dropped to 35,000 after like 3 or 4 years of early access. So one could, if one were to do that stupid shit we saw at the beginning of this commentary, well, the game had 90 servers when it started, and now it's down to 3. One could also look at a universally acclaimed game like Valheim and say, well, Valheim failed. Valheim is a failure. Because it had 500,000 and now it only has 35,000. It failed miserably. Like, oh my god, Valheim had such a drop-off. Like, no one's playing the game. God, like, Palworld has like 2 million concurrents and Valheim's like nothing. It's a dead game. Ugh. So, yeah. Nothing you can do. It's just a normal drop-off rate. People get distracted. There's lots of other things to try and experience. Play lots of games is what I will tell people. Does the PS5 get the raise? Dude, Julian, the PS5 is New World Aeternum. So, New World Aeternum dropped last year on the PS5 and Xbox. There is no, like, right. You need to go to the website and do some due diligence, but I'll help you out. The PS5 version of New World and the Xbox version of New World is called New World Aeternum. It includes everything. It's everything. It's all included. Anyway, that's the end of that TED Talk. Thanks for the question, by the way, Brandon. That was a good follow-up to the end of that. Because no, there's nothing you can do. You just make a good game, and if it's good, people will play it. If it's not good, it'll be something like Gollum that no one plays. No, it was confusing at the beginning, Julian, like because they did the PC version, which came out, and then they dropped 2 expansions for the PC over time. And then after about 3 years of the game being out, they launched New World Aeternum, which was the crossplay version, and they just included everything that had been on the PC. They just bundled that together and sold that to the Xbox and PlayStation Cloud. Crowd, not cloud. And so if you own it on the console, you own everything. And then this expansion is free. And as of yesterday, they also made Rise of the Angry Earth, which is the previous expansion for the PC gamers, is now free for them as well. And if you've purchased in the last 30 days, you actually made a purchase on the PC, you can get a refund from Amazon as an FYI. But yeah, the console versions are all in one. I'm actually playing the PS5 version of the game right now. I own it on the PC, but when it came out on the console, I was like, I'm getting this for the PS5. I would prefer to, because the funny thing was, I don't like playing mouse and keyboard. And the moment they added controller support, I went back and like played it a little bit on the PC and was like, this is cool and everything, but I don't have time. And then they announced it was coming to the console, and I went, oh, sold. Yeah, that's a no-brainer for me. All right, well, I don't see any additional side quests at the moment, so we probably need to go back down.